you guys so much for checking out the Friendly Fire podcast. You guys, leave a comment, rate, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. You guys have been leaving a lot of comments. They're fun to read.
Come see us in San Antonio this weekend. This will come out Thursday. We'll be there Saturday the 17th. I'll also be in OKC February 12th, Kansas City, Missouri, February 21st, New York City, March 13th and 14th, and Houston, Texas, March 27th.
And where are the tickets, Matt?
MattRossComic.com.
MattRossComic.com. And you can go do all that and enjoy the episode. Thank you guys so much.
Friendly fire!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Welcome to the Friendly Fire podcast. Podcast.
Coming to you guys live.
No.
Not live. Tuesday evening.
Literally not like
Tuesday evening.
Couldn't be further away from being live.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess it could be. It
could have been honestly, 3 days ago. It would have been further.
It could have been an hour ago, and it would have been
closer,
further away. But
so I'm a genius.
This is all industry stuff. You don't need to worry about.
People don't like the inside baseball talk, dude. We're talking high level strategies.
I got a comment today that fucking destroyed me. I did one of those like street interview things where this one is like it's called Judgy, and a girl. You tell her a story. I don't know. I don't think so, though. But you tell her a story, and then she basically is like, you're either innocent or guilty or whatever. And my story was the story about me almost fighting those kids at Barton Springs, the young kids. Do you remember?
Yeah,
I did that as a
bit
bit for a while. I cleaned it up quite a bit for this. But so a big theme of the clip is that like now I'm like 30, and these kids are young. They call me Unc, like all that shit. And then somebody in the comments was like, you can be mean to little kids, but it's not going to stop that hairline for coming for all of us. It's basically like I think it was like one day we'll all have that hairline. It's coming for us regardless of if we want. And you can't. I've more than any time in my entire life the last couple months have I just wanted to respond to people on I'm so good about not commenting back, but I wanted to just be like, it's a widow's peak. I've always had it. But I just, you can't. You
do have like a nice one though. It's very,
I got a good one,
it's Dracula looking.
But I get it. I get if you don't know that, you could think that there are definitely people who saw me go from wherever and thought, oh, he started balding, so he cut his hair. But it's like, no, I've always had this fucking hair. But you can't do that. You can't argue with a stranger about your hairline.
Why? Right. Because then you're losing.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like somebody who has a bad hairline would say.
I had and have a full head of hair.
I haven't had a hair. It just goes to a different school, you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
No, dude. Well, you have the nice... Because the Dracula slickback widow's peak is nice.
Yeah, dude. I know. I would play a great Dracula.
You should see when I slick my hair back. I mean...
Fuck, dude. Can we do a sketch of your hair slicked back?
The beak that I have on me, my face, my side... Dude, my side profile is it's horrific. If you looked at me from the side, you might think that I'm like one of those kings from like the 1300s. It's like their parents have all been incestuous.
Yeah, you're like a couple.
I'm like a pug. I'm like 7 generations of incest from the side.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah, let's do this.
You pull your hair back with
Probably shouldn't.
I want to see it.
Our lady listeners, dude. Am I side from here? Yeah. The camera?
Yeah, you're side prof.
I'm trying to not...
Just without the hair, it's crazy.
Fuck you, dude. Ready?
Okay.
Oh.
You look like you belong on a coin.
Dude, holy shit. Dude,
bro,
the amount of times...
the
George Washington with the fade? Have you ever seen the George Washington with the fade?
No.
Will you pull up George Washington with the fade meme? I get sent this like once a month somebody will send me this and I go, yeah, I can't not see it. Go penny, like maybe is he on the penny?
I mean, just regardless, bro, you look like
George Washington with a fade meme. Type in meme. Coin. Maybe type in coin. Type in coin.
Jesus.
Because there's a specific one that I look like. That people have sent me many a times, and now I'm not seeing.
Bro, but you do look like
I got a founding father. I got a founding father face.
You do. You have a powdered wig face. Dude.
Bro. That sounds so much worse,
I
dude.
know, I know. That's why I said it.
Oh fuck! It's not popping up. Oh, that's so funny. I went to open up Google and it was still in a private browser from earlier.
Nice.
From the Jack
Dude,
earlier today.
I open porn in public constant to the point where it doesn't even shake me. It used to shake me, but now I'm like, if I open it, I'm just like, yeah, man, that's what I was up to.
You're like, yeah, dude, I was fucking cranking.
We all do it. You just get old enough where you go, yeah, right, of course.
I can't find. Maybe type in like hot George Washington. Maybe that's like what you should type in, like George Washington, like the hottest George Washington.
Fuckboy George Washington.
Oh, fuckboy George Washington with a broccoli haircut.
Oh, that's dude. Whoa. Okay. Well, now we're getting into.
I actually kind of like what this guy's do. Oh, that's a lady.
No. I like the painting. Of
Yeah, that's
him,
what I mean.
Like fuckboy with like a glass of wine.
Well, I've said this before, but you know the. This is like an old joke that I had from forever ago, but I saw a thing that was supposed to be like, it was like your stripper name is the street you grew up. It was the name of your middle name plus the street you grew up in, and mine would be George Delaware, which
That's
is
kinda
just like,
fire.
it sounds like a founding father. Imagine
I
George
think-
Delaware founding father stripper.
I think it was I think the stripper name is your pet's name and the street you grew up on.
Well,
isn't it?
it's supposed to be that because then they get your security questions to like recovery accounts.
Whoa, wait. Is that why that meme became a meme? Because
Yeah.
it was a scam?
Yeah.
Because then people would just post their
They would,
street
and then
name?
you go and you recover their bank pin.
Whoa.
Some fucking lady on some girl named Deborah on Facebook is like, wow, my cat's name is Xander and my street that I live on is 15th West. And then somebody goes, what's your street that you grew up on? And then
Wow.
they recover the account.
I never thought about that. Man, I miss when that was a scam.
Oh yeah, now it's like
I miss when
AI.
that was a scam and not AI.
I'm trying to figure out
Well,
this.
wait, have I told the story of my dad getting scammed, the AI scam on here? I feel bad almost, but he got one of those calls that is like pretty realistic about, and like what they were saying. It was a call from my brother, and saying that he had just gotten into a car wreck with a pregnant woman who is now in the hospital, and that he admitted to the officer that he had dropped his phone and had been reaching for his phone. And my dad he needed to get bailed out, this amount of money, this cash.
I need
this place.
$15,000 Google Play cards.
Yeah. So
15,000
So my
Google Play
dad,
card.
like he calls his friend over, get the money, whatever, and then he calls my mom, and he goes, he just tells the story, and my mom's like freaking out. He tells the whole thing, like, this is what happened. Evan called me. He's in trouble. He hit a lady with his car, like all this stuff. And like my mom starts freaking out, and then he goes, but obviously none of that actually happened. My mom was like, what? He was like, yeah, it was like a scam. Like my mom, she might be exaggerating, but my mom was like, it was like an 8-minute phone call. I didn't know until minute 6 that it wasn't real. That's the kind of storytelling that dads have.
Yeah.
I mean, he was so, and then yeah, he just, everything was fine.
So funny.
Everything was fine.
They're opposite of moms.
And when he tells the story, he was like, yeah, I had like $12,000 in cash and my gun ready to go. It's like, why do you need the gun? What's the gun for?
Have I told you, dude, have I told you that, because Ariel's dad used to, he runs a repair shop. He runs a mechanic shop. He owns a mechanic shop. And they deal with a lot of cash. And so he'll deposit on the end of the, certain days he'll deposit it. And one day I went with him when he was depositing some of the money that he got, man, and he handed me a fucking Glock. And
Watch my back.
he went like, he did a thing. He went, and he went, just in case. And I'm like, what are we in fucking Fallujah? I'm not
Yeah.
what am I gonna shoot a guy because he's trying to use the ATM?
We're in a Publix parking lot.
Yeah,
we don't need
it's-
to be, what?
By the way, it's noon.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
noon
yeah.
on a Monday.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna come up and be like, hey,
Yeah, I mean, you never know, I guess.
I guess
don't
it is
know.
Florida. Dude,
I got, what?
So I've been playing Xbox. I've gotten into Hell Let Loose, right?
Yeah.
I was playing it today. Dude, I was playing with a British guy, and he said something.
Josh's worst enemy.
Totally. And what's crazy is I didn't like because we, for a moment, we had a common goal. which is we were trying to capture the
But
objective
that's
together.
what brings us all together, Josh.
Right, and that's why video games are fun.
That might be
but
what you need.
he's our squad leader, right? So he's in charge of like setting up. He's the officer in our squad, so he's like setting up outposts and he's like controlling what we're doing, right? And then he kept getting mad, and it's like he's British, right? So he's saying British things.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. You think bloody hell? And what do you think is worse than bloody hell? Fucking hell, right?
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell. You know what he started saying? He said bloody dick like 4 times. He kept going, oh, bloody dick. And then I went, I let the first one slip. Because I went, maybe he's just being weird. And then he went, and then maybe it was just a slip of the tongue. And then he went, get the fucking machine gun up there. Bloody dick, we're getting hit in the rear. And I went, and then I put my headset on, put it on, and and then I turned the mic on and I said, did you just say bloody dick? And then he went, oh, the guy's got a fucking mic, you haven't been hitting the objective. And then we started getting back and forth, and then he said it again. He went, yeah, bloody dick, bloody dick, bloody dick. And I went, and then I was just confused. I went, do people say bloody dick? And he goes,
Yeah.
and then he was like, oh, your mom does, but and then I went, okay, I get that.
All right,
Boop, boop, boop.
okay.
And then I turned it off.
Your
Anyways,
mom does.
So then I looked it up. British people say bloody dick.
That's crazy.
That's like a saying. It's like the same way that we go, like, you know, like it's like it's like a slay. It's like a curse word for them.
Well, it does make you wonder. Where,
I thought fucking hell would be a step up of
fucking hell,
fucking
bloody
hell.
hell,
I
bloody
always,
dick. Like
What's
one
the
that
tier?
we say, or that, I mean, I guess, I don't know if this is an American thing specifically, but you say like holy shit.
holy shit, yeah.
But holy shit and that's a weird thing to say.
Well, I think that right, but there's a clear escalation. Yeah.
Like that's,
Holy shit's crazy.
Yeah, holy shit's crazy when you really think about.
Holy fuck is it's raining cum.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a holy fuck. It's a holy.
Oh my god, it's a holy fuck.
But and then
it's coming from the bloody dick.
it's coming from the bloody dick. Take cover.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought that was interesting because the
That's so
logistic,
weird.
the tier system, right? In my head, it would go, bloody hell goes to fucking hell, right?
Sure.
It's like bloody hell, and then you get a little bit more.
You could say bloody hell in like a doctor's office.
Yeah, you got bloody hell,
And nobody would be like,
but
hey.
and then if you see like an accident that's really bad, you go, oh fucking hell.
Yeah.
that makes sense. Now, where does bloody dick lie in that same grouping?
I would guess bloody dick is like tippity top, huh?
It's got to be worse than. it's got to be worse than fucking hell.
I'm trying to just imagine where you could like.
Oh, fucking dick. Is fucking dick a tier above bloody dick?
Fucking dick.
Fucking dick.
I think I'm just basing this off of where I think you could get away with saying that.
Yeah.
So like bloody hell, I imagine you could say if you were a bit frustrated almost anywhere. Fucking hell, you might not say it, you know, at the dinner table with your mom.
Something needs to have happened.
Where would you be able to say bloody dick?
The Battle of Belarus.
I don't understand.
That was a war from World War II.
I'm sorry, I don't know enough.
That was a
about
good.
World
That was a
War II.
really good joke for like 4 autistic guys who like World War II.
They're like, nice. Yeah, that's the one where all the dicks were bloody. Is that? Did I miss that chapter in history class?
Well, no, it's just you get shot. You probably get shot in the dick. Imagine that is what would happen to me if I went to war. I would get shot in the balls, and everybody would be like,
Everybody would be
"Damn,
like,
Francis
damn.
gets shot in the balls."
What a marksman on the other side.
Yeah.
Hit those tiny things.
It's almost a feat.
Wow, what do they got? Chris Kyle too over there, just fucking
Take out his balls.
holding his breath.
How funny! That should be that's a tactic we need to explore. As the United States needs to explore the sniper. The United States military needs to explore a sniper whose objective is only ball shots.
Only dick and balls.
Because like a sniper's job is like strike fear into the enemy. Like let them know that they're not safe wherever they are.
God, that would be scary.
And then you think about you're adding Chris Kyle, but he's coming for your nuts. Dude.
Yeah, because if I knew that they were aiming for like my head, which they probably never actually do they?
No, you
You always go
box.
bod.
Yeah, you go bod the T-box.
But like you catch one in the torso, you're gonna live for a little bit, but you'll bleed out pretty quick.
Totally.
Catching a 50 cal. But like I'd imagine dick and balls blown off. I don't know. Like you live for a while, right?
You would live. I think there's arteries in there for sure.
Sure.
But you would live, but your dick and balls are gone. So it's like, what's living?
And then you got to go, is life worth living if I don't have D&Bs?
That's 100%. You get D&B, you go D&B list. It's like, what are you talking? And then
I
you get hit.
can't P and J.
No, you can't
I can
P and
only
J.
pee. I can only pee.
And then you get hit and some British guy goes, oh, bloody dick.
And you go, don't remind
No.
me. And they go, bloody dick. That's where I started. They're like, bloody dick.
Can you bleed? I'm pretty sure you can bleed out if you get hit in the balls.
I think if you're in
Oh, dude, imagine your balls getting hit, dude.
This is such a funny goof. Yes, it is possible to bleed severely from a gunshot wound to the genitals. Of course,
I do not want to.
Of course,
Dude, a sniper just nothing but ball shots.
If you got paralyzed neck down, would you kill yourself? Or like, would you request it? Or would you think, I was going to say, I don't know that you'd be able to.
They go, I'm like,
Yeah, I was just about to say, just a guy trying to hold his breath to death. Just a quadriplegic, like, I'm out of here. He just tried to hold his breath until he died. Just always trying to roll, just trying to blow his thing into the pool. Just like, oh, fuck, get him. He's doing it again. Just 2 miles an hour trying to get to the pool.
he's buoyant, so he floats
he's
too.
like,
He
fuck.
finally gets in there.
Oh,
I
man.
think
I think it would be hard, man. I don't know if I'd want to live.
there are certain ailments.
You have to shoot me up with heroin twice a day, every day. Why not, right?
Yeah. I think,
You know what I mean?
I think here's the scale, and here is the injuries that I think are the most brutal. I think it would be quadriplegic, paraplegic. I think extremity loss. I think losing an arm would be significantly worse than losing a leg.
I agree.
I would rather lose both legs than one arm.
Now that's interesting. Both legs. Now what are we talking about though? Like
if there's a car
there
accident.
was a guy with no legs who ran in the Olympics and shot his girlfriend to death in a hotel bathroom.
What?
That guy's living a full life.
Is he in real prison?
I think he's in. No, yeah, I think he's in most of a prison. Yeah, what's his name? Oscar Pistoria. Yeah.
What do you do with that guy in prison, dude?
Yeah.
Is he just Is he like that rock dude, the Geo dude from
Yeah,
Pokemon?
because that's Oscar Pistorius. Yeah, Blade Runner. Remember, Cat Williams had a
Tink
joke
Tink.
about
Tink, poor little Tink
poor
Tink.
little Tink Tink.
Wait, he killed his wife?
He shot. Yeah, it was a thing where it was on Valentine's Day. He claimed to have mistook her for an intruder, and then he was convicted, but apparently he got out last year in 2024. Yeah. So, because like if I could be this guy, right? Like if I could have, like if I had knees down, and yeah, like this guy ran in the fucking Olympics, you know? Like I could play golf, I could walk, I could have prosthetics, you know? When I felt lazy, I could be in a wheelchair, but like you could still do it. But like if I had knees up and I couldn't be in prosthetics, I had to be in a wheelchair all the time, I think I would rather be missing like most of an arm than missing both legs. It really depends for me.
Dude, I still can't get over him shooting his wife, who's a model.
Yeah, she's hot.
She was a literal model, it said.
Mm-hmm. And now he's out of prison now, which begs the question of like, what's worth it? You know what I mean? Like if he wanted to kill her that bad and all he had to do was serve like 9 years and now he gets away with it.
I bet the nicknames in prison were brutal.
And the question also, does he get his prosthetics in prison? Because I imagine those are made up of things that could really easily be used for contraband. So do you get, oh man.
Give him a pirate leg.
Yeah.
But even that's baseball bat if you use it right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weapon.
It's
for
a
sure.
baton, dude. Yeah, did he wear his legs in prison?
Wear his legs in prison. He was able to use his prosthetics in prison. Had access to facilities.
Do they have a disabled prison? Like nothing but disabled people in a prison.
I bet they have a wing for people with severe severe like disabilities.
Because it's like, what else do you do with them? You can't put them in GP.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if you can't run away, how much you're gonna get butt fucked.
Oh, I mean.
No, there's not a dedicated prison. That would be crazy if there was a prison just for disabled criminals.
Yeah, people who try to get off on insanity, people who try to get off on disability.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I mean,
that's like a thing where we've probably talked about this already, but thing that I always think is interesting is when people are like actually like mentally unstable and like actually like it's not what you think. When people are pretending to be crazy and like to get off, like if somebody's like actually crazy, people would assume that they would be like, I'm hearing voices and oh my God, it's the demons telling me to do it. But people who are actually crazy will like get interrogated by the police and be like, yeah, I cut her face off. Yeah, no, she was the devil talking to me.
Yeah.
I had to do it. I saved humanity. I'm Jesus Christ.
Well, like those, like
and
the psychology experts who are called in for that kind of stuff can really easily
He's
be
immediately.
like, yeah, this guy showed up covered in peanut butter. Like, this is not a crazy guy. This is a guy doing what he thinks a crazy person would do.
Yes, because crazy people will just be like, oh, no, she was the Antichrist. You guys are welcome.
Yeah.
But then people who are like pretending to be crazy will be like, oh, they're spirits.
Yeah. I don't know if I could fake. I don't think I could fake crazy good enough to get off.
I would just have to like not take Lexapro for like 4 days.
Yeah, you could just push yourself into an actual psychotic break. I think.
I could just talk about the algorithm for 5 seconds.
Yeah, I think if you accidentally killed somebody and then stopped taking your Lexapro and then posted one singular YouTube video and then your defense in court was you just trying to explain the analytics of that YouTube video, having been off Lexapro for a month with the guilt of killing somebody, they'd be like, "This guy's fucking nuts."
Yeah,
this guy believes YouTube doesn't like him. You know what I mean? Like,
he believes his face isn't marketable.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He just looks like a founding father.
Yeah, he just looks like hot George Washington.
I really want to get that. I can't believe that's not a. I can't. So many people have sent it to me. I have to find it. Where it's like somebody just sent me it like 2 days ago. Where it's like it's him on a coin, and it's like
him with like a bald face.
Yeah.
Because Josh did I mean, I think I've showed it on here, but you had the fade broccoli haircut. There's a picture of Jim from The Office with the broccoli haircut, and it looks exactly the way Josh had his haircut when we first moved here.
Oh my God, that was a bad.
I've never been friends with somebody who's had more different versions of the same haircut.
What do you mean?
Than you. You've had a lot of phases, both facial hair and the hair on top of your head. Like this is pretty normal for you. It's a little long. Mm-hmm. And then you've had basically the same top, really harsh fade. Mm-hmm. You've had mustache with nothing else. You've had like a kind of scruff all over like you have right now with the mustache. You've had full Amish chin beard. Full fucking like churn butter build house chin beard. And then at one point you had you buzzed your head like really short out of necessity because of an accident.
Yeah.
And then you had the buzz cut with the Amish chin beard.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. Yeah, I mean, he might have some stuff. There's definitely a picture of Josh with, I mean, every once in a while I see like an old clip of ours and I'll look and I'll be like, holy shit, Josh looked crazy.
Yeah.
You've gone through a lot of phases where like I feel like I've only had 3 phases in my comedy career.
You know what it is I have a thing.
Like look at this. Look at this. Look at this short hair with the glasses on. Like who is that nerd? Look at that fucking nerd right there. And then if you go down and then it's like 2 weeks before that, long with there's fresh fade. Look at this fucking guy. Who's that? You know? And then if you really go back, it's gonna be look at this guy. Look at there's this guy, this fuck boy right here. And then just X out of this and then go look at the McDonald's one. Look at chin beard buzz cut Josh. You look, dude, you know you look like a Middle Eastern MMA fighter. You do. You look like Khabib if he had like a pigment issue. It's crazy. Look at this cute little kid, man. It's crazy. I've had no mustache, buzz cut mustache. That's all I've had. And then I lost some weight in there, but you know.
That is very funny.
It's not. Look at this.
It's the hash slinging slasher, folks.
I've never seen this.
You've never seen the hash thing? It's a great costume.
I've never seen this one. God, I know most people listen to this podcast, but if you want to tune in to watch it this week, this is really good, dude. It's really good.
Yeah.
To be fair, mine's not great, but it's
Oh
it's
God,
still
these
like,
we're getting into scary territory.
Whoa! Look at this racist. I mean, you look like you're about to get the swastika tatted on.
That's
you.
a 50 cal that I'm holding.
Holy shit! You look crazy.
You have to
dude.
shave your head before your first deployment.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They make you
for
bick
sure,
it.
for sure.
Tradition. That's me
And
fat.
That's just a cute fat.
That was me fat in 6th grade.
No, dude, you were fatter a year ago.
Chill, dude.
This is awesome, man. Yeah.
Oh, I don't like going. I haven't been this far in my own Instagram in so long.
I do really like. My favorite part about when you tell stories
It's picturing.
is picturing who, because you'll tell a story where you're like, I was fucked up at this party and I ran out into the forest and because I had been smoking weed and getting high, drinking and shit like that, and then you forget that it's just like that guy.
Yeah, dude. It's not.
Cool, man.
Do you have old stuff up still?
It's not old enough that it's worth it. I just went and looked It's
Earlier?
not- I mean, you can look, you can scroll back, but it's really. I've cleaned up pretty good.
Yeah, you got to clean up the social media presence when you start making content.
Yeah, you do, because I had old stuff that every once in a while somebody would make it down there, and I'd be like, I don't want you guys to see this.
Yeah, getting like having stuff go too far back is.
Yeah, like that guy, like that's a different guy.
You look. Well,
know?
yeah, that looks.
But
I
it's-
like that look too, though. It's like a classic look. It's like
Yeah,
George
I mean,
Clooney handsome
thought-
look.
thank you. I thought the hair. I mean, I liked my hair. I just was ready for something different. You know what I mean? I wanted to be different than I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at dude. This is the picture I was thinking of. First off, I'm fat. I'm fat in this. I mean, the bottom half of my face looks like that. Like it looks like
You do look
I
fat from that
look like
angle.
I
You
would-
didn't look like that,
Bro,
though.
I look like I'm having an allergic reaction in this, and I don't.
food?
Yeah. I do think the shadow is not doing me any.
No, that's a
justice,
weird angle of you.
But like, look at your beard, dude.
Yeah,
The
that's
neck
not how
beard-
you're never that fat. You never look that
Oh,
fat.
thank you, I
Well, I'm just
appreciate it.
saying. The same way that I kind of that was a weird.
I miss those days.
Damn,
Oh.
who is that? Wait, go up. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, my mom. When I
No,
was really
you,
young.
baby. Look at that kid. No,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
your
was a
mom.
really cute.
Your mom
yeah.
was hot, kind
Yeah,
of.
my mom was hot.
Shout out to your mom, dude. Shout out to Paula,
Shout out to Paula.
Tiffany Haddish.
Me and Tiffany had, dude. This was. Have I ever told you this story?
No.
So I was in, and then me just being like super. This is such like earlier comic shit too that
Got
you
to
do.
share with one of the
Where
yeah.
you're just like, yo, Tiffany Haddish is the best. Thank you, James Camacho, for letting me up. And James is a good guy. Basically, I went and did guest spots on this. Like, I think I flew to New Orleans to do guest spots. And then on one of the shows, Tiffany Haddish shows up. So it was a host, me, the feature, James, and then Tiffany Haddish in the middle, and she cried on stage. She like bawled her eyes out about
you
like,
told me this.
She was filming some movie in New Orleans, and they were tight on her, like wouldn't let her out. She snuck out of her hotel room and came to the club, and they obviously were like, yeah, let her go up.
Of course.
And then like she was doing pretty good, but then at one point she was just like, she started talking about how you don't know who your friends are, and like people are fucking her over for money and stuff. Like, and it became unfunny at one point, and then she was just like bawling, crying on stage, and did like 20 minutes. And then poor James, who just had to get up and be like, that was crazy, right? Like he had to like be nice, but also be like how do you not? You can't just go up there and be like, oh, so good to be in New Orleans. Yeah, I really like the food here. I've had this. Like, you can't do your like observational comedy about the city to open your headlining set. You have to be like, Tiffany had it. There's like her tears are still on the mic. Like it was nuts, dude. And then, of course, I'm outside. Like, can I take a picture with you?
She's crying. You're like, can we get a photo quick?
Do you mind if I get a photo to get some clout, dude?
Yeah, I want to ride the wave a little.
It's amazing how, in hindsight, how corny you were not that long ago. Always, you know what I mean?
Totally.
Like not like even me like a year. I remember posting something when I first moved here. And it was just like any picture that I had with anybody who was famous at all since I had moved here. I remember CJ Landry called it a clout collage. And he was like, damn, didn't make the clout collage, did I? And I was like, well, first off, we never take pictures together. And he was like, fair. But like also I was like, yeah, it is what, and I think I might have taken that down, honestly.
Well, you do it because you feel like you want people to know what you're doing, and you want people to be, and then you realize, and then you get to a point where you go, the people that you're doing it, you're closer to them now where you go, oh, I don't want them to think that I'm doing this for that reason.
Right,
Where it's like if
exactly.
I'm posting a photo, it's because of like something cool. Like it's not just like, hey, I'm with this person. Like I haven't asked to take it's funny. I've been with more people in the past year that like 5 years ago I probably would have freaked out about.
Yeah,
But now I'm just like, I don't want them to think that I'm doing that. If that makes
course.
any sense. I go like, now I'm like, I don't want them to be like, I don't like when this kid's around.
You
'cause
get
he
to
does.
a point where you go, okay, I want you to be like one of my peers.
more
not,
than,
not like I don't want to be a kid who's like, can I get a picture with you?
Yeah.
Also, that was, many years ago. I also do feel now I'm like, I'm a grown adult.
Yeah.
There's a certain point where when you're 32, you can't go, can I put my arm around you and take a picture? You know what I mean?
32 is getting up there.
32's old, bro. I hurt my neck hitting golf balls the other day.
Really?
I had a heating pad on earlier.
That's old people.
That's old people shit, dude. I had a heating pad on. I had a pillow under my knees because it relieves stress in my back. This was at like 11 a.m. I was like, man, today's been tough on me, huh?
Dude, I had a rough spell. I had a rough go about it last week. I got sick on like Thursday, Wednesday, and I woke up with a sore throat. And dude, you don't appreciate not having a sore throat when you like the second you get a sore throat. I'm like, all those days I've taken for granted, swallowing without any pain,
You're
just being able to do whatever.
Yeah. I love that thought process when you get sick, where you're like, I've taken for granted so many healthy days. Like, it's like you start thinking like you just got diagnosed with cancer and you have a month left, where you're like, all the days I squandered swallowing without appreciating that it didn't hurt. It's like,
Dude,
what?
dude, do you think that way too?
I think that way all the time.
I'm like,
dude.
I've shook it for the most part, but it's like even today I woke up and my ears, like it felt like congestion in my sinuses, where I'm like, I had to pop my ears when I woke up, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
When will it end?
Yeah. Like, oh
And I just have like allergies because the seasonal changes. And
I used to be young.
yeah.
I used to be okay.
Well, what it was that I went for a walk with the dog, and it winded me, and I was like, yeah, I've just been sick, and I have like I've been sitting, and like I kind of started to do like a dude. Oh fuck! I tried. I don't know who I thought I was. This was last week. I don't know who the fuck I thought I was. I was like, I need to start working on, like, I need to get back in shape. Like, I can't keep getting, like, I haven't been working out consistently. I haven't been following a regimen. I haven't done anything that's been, like, productive that I can track. Didn't care about food, whatever. So, like, on Monday last week, I'm like, I have to, like, do something. So I tried to take my dog for a run. And if you know my dog,
dude,
and if you know me,
how mean of you, dude.
It's animal cruelty running with my dog.
Just two autistic fatties running around your apartment complex, both like, whose idea was
Oh,
this?
this was crazy. I got on the trail that's like right behind my yard. I started running. She was going. And then my dog just full stopped and did the thing. She dug her nails into the pavement, and I'm like trying to pull her. She got this harness on, and she's like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's.
Your dog.
I'm so out of shape that my dog is out of shape.
Yeah.
And then my dog is so out of shape that she's like, who the fuck do you? I'm not gonna get in shape.
Yeah, that is one thing.
I'm not doing human shit. I'm not gonna do human shit and try to lose weight.
I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her for digging her paws in. I'm proud of her for standing up.
It was a
for
metaphor.
herself. It was
a metaphor.
I'm proud of Hazel for being like, I'm not gonna do that, because some dogs, they'll just run until they're about to die.
I don't
That's
get
how
that.
Stupid dog. You put a dog on the side of a bike and pedal it, they'll just run and they just don't stop.
That is something that is like, what is that?
It's animalistic. There's like a lack of like higher intelligence, maybe.
Well, more like from the owner's perspective.
Of like strapping a dog next to your bike and making it run 5 miles.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, if you're not training that dog for something, you're just abusing it.
I think a dog should get like 2 to 3 walks And you do one thing, like we stimulate her with like fetch once a day. So it's like she gets 3 walks and we play fetch for like an hour. And even that's like a lot.
Yeah.
That's like in the morning, at night, and in the daytime we do a walk and we throw the ball.
Dude, when I went to go buy this camera, I ended up like northwest Austin. It was like 30 minutes from here, and it was kind of like a weird neighborhood. And I had this feel. I was driving; it was dark, and so I was like, "Fuck! I'm in the neighborhood. I need to turn my highlights on." And I flashed my high beams on, and there's a dog in the middle of the street doing that thing where they walk and scrape their ass. like a chihuahua, just like, I mean, it was like a cartoon. Like, I flicked my lights on and all I could see was this dog staring at me, wiping its ass on like fucking asphalt across. I had to wait for it to cross the street.
That's the funniest thing you could see if you. It's like a movie scene.
And I'm by myself. Like, all I could think is how hard we would have been laughing if we had both. I mean, it was so fucking fun. Imagine getting caught doing that too. Like,
the dog, you're like,
fuck. They know I wipe my ass on the gravel fucking
oh,
asphalt.
dude, that probably feels so good.
Oh, dude, it's
Imagine.
gotta feel good.
That's
man.
heaven for a chihuahua. 6 pound chihuahua scraping its ass on the asphalt, dude.
It was so funny, dude. And the chihuahua was really accurately placed in the neighborhood.
Dude, I was trying forever ago. I had forever ago. I used to have a bit, and it never really worked. But it was about knowing the neighborhood's bad if it has stray dogs, because like white women are too afraid to rescue dogs.
Yeah,
and I still think that's such a funny, because like you've never seen stray cats are just like everywhere.
Yeah,
because people are like, oh, he's the neighborhood cat. That dog, that cat has 7 different names, 7 different families feed him. You had a fucking neighborhood cat.
I had a neighborhood cat,
dude. Not white, just white people. It's
Tony.
People. Shout out to Tony. He also
Tony.
probably goes by Garfield.
Yeah, more than
because
likely.
there's another family that uses him, and another family calls him fucking Ricky.
Yeah,
and there's something about cats that people go, we can fucking let him bounce around.
Yeah.
It's like a deadbeat dad. You're like, yeah, he'll fucking go around.
Yeah.
And then a dog, people are like, I need to like help this.
Yeah.
I need to like bring him in.
Literally, so I was driving, that happened. And then a cat ran out in front of me, pretty normal. And then
You
I
swerve
pull
for
up-
the cat. You can't. No, you try to hit.
Yeah, I pull up and the guy comes out, and while we're standing there kind of talking, he didn't speak English, but I was just looking at like the thing, and then a dog walked up next to me, and I was like, oh, blah, blah. And then I was like, your dog? And he was like, no. So the dog just walked up, kind of sniffed my hand, and was like, what's up? And then just walked, and then by the time I got in my car and walked out, the dog was like 10 houses down the street. And so what I'm trying to say is your joke is accurate.
Yeah.
I would describe the neighborhood I was in as a low-income neighborhood for sure.
Yeah.
Like, you know, lot of cars in front of one house.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a good sign. That's a good sign. A lot of cars, one house.
A lot of cars, one house.
One really nice car, drug dealers at that house.
Yeah.
Somebody, while I was waiting for the guy to come out, like, he said he was coming, so I got out and stood outside of my car. I left my car on, and then a guy who was across the street walked up. He was like, what's good? And I was like, fuck.
You do have kind of look like a cop.
No, I know. That's fair. I was just like, oh, I'm waiting on the guy from Facebook Marketplace. He was like, all right. That might be one of my mom's friends. Let me go check. I was like, no, he's not coming out of that. And he was like, no, I'll be right back. And I was like, oh, God, I hope he doesn't go. He never came back. But I was like, I just totally got checked. Like I totally got checked. And I was like, yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah.
If you're in like a mostly Hispanic neighborhood and there's just a white guy standing in the middle of the street just looking around, you might
especially
go,
with a mustache.
Yeah, you might go, hey, what's that fella up to?
Yeah.
You look like a big Mexican, though.
I do kind of look like a big Mexican.
But they could take one look and go, he's 6'4". There's no Mexicans that are 6'4".
Have you ever met a 6'4" Mexican?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, my best friend Roman from high school. He's 6'4".
Really?
Good for him,
Yeah.
man. Good for him. Damn. Man, he was probably the best goalie you guys have ever seen.
6'4" Mexican.
He was our power forward.
Yeah. I do have Mexican. I get it, depending on where I am, I have been asked if I'm Hispanic multiple times. Especially during the summer when I get really tan.
Nobody has ever
they
looked
haven't.
at me and been like, I wonder what he could be.
Yeah. Yeah. You're a ginger, which means you come from Irish descent.
You could be like Canelo.
Canelo.
That's what
true.
I mean, dude. Nobody ever looks at me and goes, "That's a Mexican man with the Canelo disease."
It's not a disease.
You don't think gingers are a disease? You don't think you don't think this is a disease?
I think it's unfortunate. I don't think that it's a disease. I think it's a
You know,
poorly drawn hand from God. But I don't know that it's a
I
disease.
actually don't. So yeah, I don't know.
You don't care? You don't mind?
I actually kind of like it, and I don't know if it's just because of it's condition. I know nothing else other than that.
Sure.
There is something that I like about it's unique, which I like.
Dude, I love being 6'4".
It's
I'm conditioned to liking it. I don't really know much else. There was other times in my life where I was shorter, but
yeah.
No, but I get what you're saying.
There is something about it being like unique where it's like I think it only has ever helped. I've never been in a situation where it's hurt me.
Yeah, I will say.
I didn't get like made fun of for it or anything. People never were like, "Oh, that's like a." I mean, if they did, it was like in jest.
All the ginger jokes are such low hanging fruit
At this point. Yeah.
Oh, you don't like even that clip of you making the grandma joke. Whenever
Yeah.
I was talking about losing money and you said like so many people in the comments were just like, wow, really proving that gingers are soulless, and it's like it's so not creative that it can't even hurt.
No.
Point.
Well,
It's
it never
like,
even
okay.
did like. It's It's like I don't know how to explain it other than like it's like yeah.
It's
I
just-
don't think
you're
that
like,
it's not
okay.
creative. It's not funny.
Exactly,
And it's not
exactly.
that I'm like defensive about it. It's not like if somebody came up with like a good redhead diss, I would be like, that's funny or like
Yeah.
that hurts.
I will say,
But it's like you can't. What do we get? I've just known it for 30 years.
a thing that I've experienced being your friend is I do think that as far as just how you look is perceived, it's there's no people on the middle.
Totally, dude.
There's no one.
Totally,
There's
yeah.
no one.
I
on
agree with
there's
this.
No one on the middle. And you've been happily taken the whole time, so I field a lot of not a lot, but the handful of people who have.
Well, I don't like to clarify if not a lot. You're gonna say he's like, just so you know, it wasn't a ton of people that think you're
It's not.
attractive.
It's not, but the people who do are like, your ginger friend is fine as fuck, and I'm just
that's
like,
another.
all
Well,
right.
that I think that's a lot of how I am in general. It's like
Yeah.
I'm
don't
loud. I'm a loud person who's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And some people either really like that or people don't like that. That's how
Yeah.
my stand-up is. That's how I am on podcasts.
Yeah, like you're one
my
of the,
personalities.
like you more than anybody, and to be fair, I've watched you more than I've watched almost anybody. I have seen you absolutely murder, and I've seen you inexplicably complete bomb in a way that I've almost never seen anybody else do.
Totally, dude.
And it has to come down to just people either fuck with you or they don't.
And I think that I just like I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because I'm loud and
Yeah.
whatever. But it's like, yeah, I'd rather that than
Of course, yeah.
than just be like a guy who's like, yeah, it's like if you either think that when I'm screaming about something it's funny, or you go, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you either find bucked up hilarious as just as hilarious the first time as the 20th time,
Yeah,
or you don't
yeah.
find bucked up funny at all.
And
That's
and
it.
hey, guess what? There's a new version of it, and it's Buffalo Wild Wings. I have paired up my
I am
bucked up.
at Buffalo Wild
dude,
Wings.
I've been talking
Dude,
about
that's merch if I've ever heard merch.
Bucked up at Buffalo at B-Dubs.
Bucked up at B-Dubs.
Dude, if I can get bucked up and to collab with B-Dubs,
bro, we have
it collabs
to
in my
make it happen.
B-Dubs and bucked up collab, and it's in my toilet. And that's about it. But other than that, I've been doing new stuff about bucked up. What I will say, going up too, with the redheaded thing, the only time that I think it was brutal was having red hair was only brutal in the military because it makes you stand out when you're at like boot camp, which isn't great.
Yeah.
Because they would always, everybody's standing on line. I'm the only one with the red hair. So if I like cough a little, like, who the fuck was moving? I'm
Was
just like,
that you ginger? Fuck yeah.
yeah, there was also, they would, but the nicknames you get from it were cool. Like the military Rick nicknames, like I got the, because there's a round in machine guns that they do, and there's just like a bullet, like a round that goes in a magazine. Every like 4 or 5 bullets, they'll put something called the tracer round. It's like a round with a red
Yeah.
tip. And because I have red hair, and there's bullets with red hair, a nickname I always used to get was faggot. So
God damn it. That guy. Fuck, dude. I can't clip that one, but that's just for you guys. It's for
You made it
guys
44
made it
minutes.
44 minutes into the pod. God damn it. That's so funny. You should say that on. I genuinely think you should do that on stage. I think that's so fucking. I was literally about to go Tracer. They call you Trace or something like that. Like, God, dude, that's funny.
Classic bait and switch.
Classic bait and switch. That's how simple a joke can be. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Good one.
Bloody
Man.
dick.
Bloody dick.
Bloody
dude. Bloody
dick.
dick. That was funny.
Dude, we also got. I was playing Hell Let Loose with O'Connor the other day, and we were in a tank crew with this guy named Sergeant Randall.
Did he insist that you guys call him Sergeant
His
Randall?
name was Sergeant Randall.
Because there's got to be guys who play that game who just
You're gonna call me Sergeant.
they never made it in,
Yeah.
or they maybe were in and now they're still. So, but I think it's probably a lot of guys who never made it in.
Yeah. Dude,
You know,
Sergeant
and-
Randall was flying off the wall because we were fucking up and he was taking. What's funny is you can get like ranks. I'm like ranked like 4, 5,
Yeah.
whatever. And Chris is up there, whatever. But then this dude was like 198. Like it's like it's probably like he's probably like 4,000 hours into the game, and we're just like backing up poorly and like getting in like bad positions because it's like all fun game and we're shooting. And he's like losing his mind and he's got a southern accent. He's like, traverse the fucking turret. He kept yelling that traverse the fucking turret.
I said 90 degrees.
90
You're at
degrees.
85.
It's like the only time he can do math.
Yeah,
Is to traverse the fucking turret. So now it's shout out to Sergeant Randall if
wanna
you're
play
listening.
that game.
Yeah, you should get the fucking game, dude.
Dude, that sounds
I was
so
behind.
fun.
Well, we were talking too. It's really funny because it's accurate to like they give you like the exact loadouts that those guys had. And what's funny is that like the Germans were like superior technologically and like with their weapons. Technologically
And racially.
no.
Interesting take.
Technologically, when it came to like military arms, they were like,
And their uniforms were cuter.
yeah, they had Hugo Boss
Hugo
design
Boss.
them, and they had so like it's like fucked up because they're like machine guns hold like 70 rounds more than the Americans, and they're like easier deployed, and their rifles like spin faster because they're lighter weight.
So everybody wants to play as
yeah,
the
it
Germans.
incentivizes you to play as the Nazis, and you're like,
That's
I
so-
don't want to do this, but
Yeah.
if I'm gonna choose the
I
side,
gotta win.
I gotta get 75 kills, and I can
Yeah.
reload faster.
It's not. It's about the fight, not what we're fighting for.
Yes.
You
You
know-
take away context and you want to be in the faster tank.
Yeah, of course.
You want a southern guy named Sergeant Randall yelling at you in a German Panzer.
That's so funny, dude. Yeah, I wonder if there were any people back then they were like, that's why I'm fighting for them. Honestly, it's not even really about what they're fighting. It's just like if I got to fight,
reload.
I want a cool uniform and I want a 70-round drum.
Dude, I think they should do a new game where it's drone. It's drone operators. You're drone on droning.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if that'd be fun.
Drone wars.
And I think if you think that's fun, you probably just get a job in the military.
Yeah, that's true.
That is the weird part about it now is there are just like nerds operating drones for.
Yeah, dude. There's a guy that's like getting. I bet he gets pussy.
I don't think they.
They
get
have to
pussy
feed
at
him
all.
it. They issue him pussy.
They issue him pussy.
Like, all right, get your slop in
My
here.
first time ever. This is first time ever getting pussy it's from the American government.
American government pussy would be dog shit.
Yeah, it
they
would
would
be
issue you
bad.
some fucking lady
It'd be bad.
who volunteers.
And you'd somehow still have to pay. They'd be like, well, you do. Oh, well,
Yeah, it's $50 per suck.
your copay.
Yeah.
Your copay covered the tit fondling. It didn't cover the blowjob.
Yeah, and you guys
Obviously.
did it anal, so that's an extra
Yeah, that's a specialist
$4,000.
that we do not cover anal here.
I
Yeah.
think about that, and this is gross and maybe
Anal?
vulgar. I think about that sometimes when I'm out. When I'm looking at couples and I'm like out having a good time, it's like crazy to me that people are like, you're like sitting at a dinner right next to somebody. It's maybe something, you're somewhere fancier at Buffalo Wild Wings with your date, and you're like, the couple right behind you, they've been together for 6 years. They get home and she's getting ball gagged potentially.
true.
And you have no idea. You're just right there, and you do your pleasantries. You kind of look at it, you go, yeah, give them a little wave, and then they go home and they put the kids to bed, and then she puts on a dominatrix outfit, and then she butt fucks him with a strap on.
She puts on rubber gloves and fingers.
And you just go, that's just a guy in a Dallas Cowboy jersey.
Yeah, at Buffalo
At
Wild
Buffalo
Wings.
Wild Wings.
Yeah.
And you have no idea.
You have no clue.
Your aunt gets fisted.
Somebody's
Potentially.
aunt gets fisted.
Somebody's aunt gets fisted.
I've been saying that. I've said this for a couple sets now. It never does well. But I'll talk to it's like statistically speaking, a percentage, however significant or non-significant, of our moms were like begging for the cream pie.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't all just love and he left it in, because some of them were
Fill me up.
We're like, put that nut inside. Some of our, not my mom, for sure, not my mom, but like maybe your, like, you know what I mean? Like, somebody's mom was like, put your fucking load in me. You know? And then
dumping me,
and
dude.
then you came out. You are that load.
Yeah.
Yeah, of the loadout.
The
loadout.
loadout.
You know?
Dude, she was begging.
Yeah.
She was like, put a baby in me.
It never gets a laugh, but it does make people pretty uncomfortable.
I like
which
it.
is not really the comedy I like to do, but
Totally.
sometimes when I'm mad at a crowd, I'll bring it up.
I like put a baby in me is crazy. I think that would make me fucking.
Not immediately.
I think there's certain things that would make me a factory reset my brain.
You think that
That
one,
might be one where I go
You think it would send you like
In a good way.
Oh, in a good way.
in a way where I would be like, "Oh, we're doing the thing." I've never. Well, obviously I haven't. I'm not married, and I have and Ariel and I do not plan on having kids yet. But that would be.
Doesn't mean you can't say it
I
for
think that's a
fun.
crazy thought, though. This is two white dudes on a
No,
podcast
well,
explaining being pregnant and the process of it, but
to
it's
fetishize the act of becoming pregnant. I a while ago had a girl who like really wanted me to like call her my wife, like tell her that I like,
while you're banging her,
yeah, that she was like such a good wife, and then she begged for a baby in her, yeah.
and then you just go,
And
"That's
you go,
something."
You go, what's the
That's
Yeah.
something with you.
When you're old enough, you know that everything is based in some sort of like psychological reason. And so, but some of them are so common and so easy to be like, do you have daddy issues? Therefore, you like this role of like calling me daddy, being taken care of. Listening.
sure.
Like that all makes perfect sense. But what's the psychology behind me liking a finger in my butt? You know what I mean? What's that psychology? Who knows? Why do I not remember 3 to 7 years old? You know what I mean? No, just kidding. I'm kidding. I do not remember a lot of my childhood, but I don't think that it has anything to do with
Yeah, did I tell you
trauma.
about that crazy comment that I got? I got a comment on. I did a bigger podcast, and everything was good. People received the episode well. I got a lot of nice messages. I got one comment on the episode. And then I wanted to message him and be like, "Hey, we just delete this comment?" But you can't do that, obviously. Some guy went, "This kid clearly has Peter Pan syndrome." And I Googled that, and it was like, repressed sexual assault when you were younger that leads you to forget your childhood. And I went, I don't have, what the fuck? And then I'm like, I remember my childhood. And then I
It's
went,
so crazy to be like, this kid was obviously molested.
Well, what
Just
sucks is
based on a podcast appearance. It's like, what?
well, that's like you said.
Fuck.
Once in a while, you get one that just rocks you.
Yeah,
Because
I've
I
been
can.
getting rocked lately, man.
Well, because if you're doing content creation in any capacity, you'll get negative. The positive comments are amazing, but they don't feel the same way that if you just read you wake up I woke up on Christmas morning. That was crazy. I woke up on, you just pulled a me, dude. I woke up on Christmas morning in a good mood. I opened gifts. I went nice. And then I got tagged on YouTube. And I went, what could this be? And I clicked on the notification on the podcast that I was on, and somebody went, "Hey, just so you know, I think you got I think you have something wrong with you."
I think you were molested as a child, which is why you behave so childlike, because the molestation robbed you of your childhood.
And then I go, yeah, either that or I'm just like annoying. I think I'm just being
You just have to grapple with like, well, what does that mean?
and then you just have to be like, yeah, babe, no, the turkey came out great.
Yeah, no, this is great.
And then
The amount of times I've been stewing about something online while I'm in the middle of trying to act normal in public is so funny.
well, it's stupid because it's like, it comes from, like, at least from my end, it becomes something of like insecurity, which is like until like, for lack of a better word, until it's like you've made it, right? Everything up until like whatever making it is, everything up until then makes you feel like you're like, this has to work out. And then so for one person to go, this will not work out for you, makes you go, well, fuck, this is the only thing I've been doing. This is like the big thing that I've been trying to pay. This is like the payoff. It's supposed to be doing this for fun. And so then you get one comment where some guy goes like that and you just go, oh, fuck. Did I fuck up by doing this?
It was like when the guy was like, this guy's friends with so many legit comics, but he's yet to say something funny. And I was like, damn. Is that what some people do think that about me or about you or about who like there are some people. My buddy Andrew, who I love, by the way, but he sent me this thing. He posted me on his story. Two people said something. One person was like, "Oh, I follow him. So cool. Do you know him?" And then Andrew was like, "Yeah, he's like my buddy." It was like, "Oh, that's awesome." The next one was, "I just unfollowed this dude yesterday," and then Andrew was like, "Why?" He was like, "He's not funny." Which means at some point he followed me, and then he decided after watching my content for a while that I wasn't funny and unfollowed me. And then I was just like, I just had to be cool, like, ha ha ha, crazy. And,
he sent you that?
Andrew sent me the screenshot of it. And I was like,
that's so crazy to send to somebody.
Keep this to yourself. And I will say this. He did defend me where it like basically in so many words, he was like, yeah, I mean, he's newer in comparison to like some of the greats, and like and his online persona isn't, or his like what he posts online isn't all of his best stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But he has has the potential to be like whatever. He said this really nice.
Yeah, the guy just replies, goes, "Don't care."
Yeah,
you go, motherfucker.
Don't care. And then I told Andrew, I said, should I follow this guy and then unfollow him tomorrow as a bit? And then Andrew was like, that would be so funny. And I pussied out. How funny would it have been if I went and followed that guy?
You know, it's funny. Then he would have followed you back.
He would have 100% followed me back, and then I would have unfollowed him, and I would have won.
Yeah,
but I was.
But
uncomfy.
At what cost?
Nothing. It would have been nothing.
Fucking hell.
Bloody dick.
Bloody dick.
Bloody dick.
Bloody dick.
Oh,
I can't get over that he said that. I can't get over that he said bloody dick multiple. Like,
should we start saying it though?
I want to start saying it,
man.
Just bloody dick.
What if you start like a trend?
Yeah, that was
What?
bloody dick. I also, and this is maybe what we should end on, because I think this was also pretty good. I like this one. I was yapping the entire. I put a headset on. Was yapping playing Madden. Did I already tell you this? And I was screaming at this dude. Brother, I had a pick six to win a game.
To win the game.
To win a game.
Like, this was at the
This is like 2 minutes left. I pick six. It wasn't like the last play of the game, but it was like 2 minutes left. He was about to score. I was down by 3, and pick six, won the game. He gets the ball back. I shut him down. So I'm yapping. Put the headset on. I'm fucking. He doesn't even have a headset on.
Yeah.
And then I get the ball back and I kick a field goal just to run the score up, be a dickhead. He gets the ball back with 4 seconds left, and I was just on one, and I was like, "Eat my fucking ass, you fucking pussy! Eat my fucking ass, you fucking like the way my ass tastes." I'm like being gross. I'm like I'm like trying to be funny and like
There's Ariel 5 feet behind you painting.
And then he turns the headset on. He goes, "I'm 16," and I went, "Oh fuck!" And I thought that was so goddamn funny.
Just to wait for you to be like that, and then be like, "I'm a minor." By the way.
Yeah. Because that's who you get paired up with. I think that here's the people who you play. You play people who are bad at Madden, and those are the underage people, and you don't realize it until after you've been yelling at them to eat your ass. Or you get on the headset, and there's a black dude talking, and he beats your ass in Madden.
Black guys are really good at Madden, man.
The people who I lose to the most in Madden consistently are black dudes on a headset who are like listening to music as they're playing, and you can hear the music the whole time through their headset.
Yeah.
And they have music on. The combination of that, it's game over. Their names are like
music in the background, Madden, backwood, beating your ass,
beating my ass, no matter what. You can hear the baby screaming in the background.
That's a good sign.
Why wouldn't there be a baby screaming in the background?
Based on
what?
Stereotypes.
What would the stereotype?
That I don't agree with is that the stereotype is that black men leave their kids.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, you have. You said it a couple episodes ago.
Did I?
No, but
You know what's
I
funny?
just wanted to make you feel bad. But the fact that you didn't know whether you did or didn't is a problem.
That is, and and here's the thing about the Friendly Fire podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We are a comedy podcast, and we don't mean anything, and anything that we've
course
said
not.
is actually a lie.
My dad is black.
And his dad is black, and if this,
My dad is black, and not because he's black, but he did leave me when I was 3. Okay. That one felt out of character for me, but I thought it was funny.
that was
enough.
good. That was a
It
good one.
funny
You should do that on
enough.
stage.
No, no, but thank you.
That would be a good. You know what? You know who
That clip
that
would
could
go really
go
well
viral.
because people would be arguing
comments.
in the comments. Yeah.
And then but anyways, I tell you what, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we hope you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye.